What's the deal with it, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a blessing to be back with you beautiful people again. I want to get out boxing right now, man. I want to get out boxing, and I want to speak on Poirier versus McGregor 3. This fight's tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm doing a live stream or not. But I do plan on checking it out. Definitely will be a post-fight review on the fight, and I want to kind of weigh in on it, man, because I'm watching the press conference today, and also the weigh-in. I always, praise the UFC fans. They're great, man. They stick by their fighters. No matter win, lose, or draw, they stick by their fighters. But what was weird to me is in the press conference how much hate Poirier was getting. Like every time it was time for him to talk, there was massive boos. No one wanted to hear what he had to say. He was being the utmost respectful to Conor McGregor. Even when they had asked Conor McGregor, do you respect Poirier? He's like, I could give a F about Poirier, this, that, and the third. And Poirier was like, I respect everything that this man has done. I respect him. And people they were giving Poirier a hard time. Now, I don't think it bothers Poirier whatsoever, but it bothered me. I'm like, this dude, what did he do? I mean, he beat Conor fair and square. It's not like he cheated. It's not like he tested positive for a banned substance. He beat him. He knocked him out. He slapped him. So why are the fans hating on Poirier? That's a mystery to me. Didn't understand that. Didn't like it. But that's just my opinion. Now Conor has gone. He's reverted back to the bad guy. He's reverted back to the guy who talks crap, who's arrogant, is all get out. He's converted back to the Conor McGregor of old. Now in the second fight, he was humble. He was respectful. And I guess he thinks he needs to have a different approach. But trying to be the bully now and trying to be the bad guy and the mean guy and be aggressive now really doesn't have, I don't think, that much of effect on Poirier. After Poirier done slapped you, it doesn't have the same effect. It really doesn't. The way Conor's acting, I just don't buy it. And a lot of people are going to get mad at me about that. I think Conor and Dana knows that that's what the people want to see. And I think that's what he's giving them. But I just don't buy into it. Poirier says he's not the same fighter. He doesn't have the same aura. He doesn't have the same hunger that he used to have. Now listen, he's a 2-division champion. And Conor McGregor will go down in history as one of the greatest MMA fighters that ever graced the octagon. In my opinion, that's what I believe, because he's achieved a lot in the ring, and he's done things that other fighters just can't do and won't do. I'm not downgrading him, man, but I think his time is over with. I really do. I really do. And I don't say that like the fight wasn't competitive the second time around. So let's touch base on the second fight, right? Okay? Because I watched it in its entirety today. So first round comes out, and right off the top, McGregor has a boxer's stance in the octagon. He was leaning more towards a boxer's stance, which, if you do that, one or two things are going to happen in the octagon if you fight in a boxer's stance. One, they're going to shoot, take you down. Two, they're going to kick the crap out of your legs. And that's what Poirier elected to do at the end of the first round. Because the first round, Poirier elected to shoot, take McGregor down. Didn't work. And I think he kind of got spent trying to keep McGregor on the ground and up against the fence. It wasn't working. So I say like a minute and 30, a minute into the last round, to the end of the last round, he started waylaying on those calves. I think he was like, yo, this dude's he's in a boxer stand, so I'm finna eat your calves alive, bro. And if you notice in that fight, McGregor wasn't even checking the kicks. Wasn't checking them. Just kept walking them down, kept walking them down. Now, granted, McGregor had some great spots in that first fight and even the second fight. McGregor's got some great hands, some of the best hands in UFC history, in my opinion. But it was that stance that was his demise. That's what I believe. So, at the end of the first round, Poirier elected to go to the calves, and he continued on in the second round. Hard calf kicks. Now, there was like a minute or 40 seconds at the end of the first round where he started those leg kicks, and that wasn't a lot of time. So it didn't take long for those calf kicks to affect Conor McGregor. And then it poured on into the second round. But what did Conor do? He elected to keep that boxer stance. So Poirier was like, okay, if you're going to stay in that boxer stance, I'm going to smash my foot against your calves each and every chance I get. And that's what he did. And that ultimately left Conor McGregor open and him running into some big shots, huge shots. And it didn't take long for Poirier to mix it up, throw some combinations, and get Conor McGregor out of there. That second round was a landslide. First round was close. But Poirier in that second round, he demolished him. Demolished him. So I can understand why he's taking the old Conor McGregor approach. It's what the fans want to see. The fans were praising him for talking that trash, for being disrespectful to Poirier, telling Poirier his wife is his husband, and telling him he's going to die in that octagon tomorrow night. And he even stated some things that, you know, caught my eye too, that was honestly kind of factual. He said Poirier looks drained. He looks depleted. He does not look good at this weight. The weight cut is killing him, and he may have a point. He may or may not have a point. But tomorrow night, we're going to see. I still give it a 50-50 fight because of how Conor conducted himself in that first round in the last fight. But if he stays in that traditional boxing stance tomorrow night in the third fight, I think the same thing's going to happen. But it'll probably happen much quicker. Maybe even the first round. 50-50 fight, I give a slight edge to Poirier. All the antics, all the crap talking, it's not working. I don't think that doesn't faze Poirier whatsoever. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm pretty excited for it, to be honest with you. But, you know, never mind what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking. I want to know your comment. Leave it down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. To the next time, Real Talk Boxing, we up. We out here, baby.